Hey YouTube, Mike the Gambling Guy here. So what do you do when you're like, what'd I do? I'm in a hole. I've dug myself into a hole. I could have been using any type of a system, right? Any money management. You're like, now I'm in a hole. What do I do? Do I just keep betting the martingale? And I just need one win to come back. Just one. So maybe there's another way. So instead of going, okay, I've got this last big bet that I can make, let's divide that up into lots of little bets, right? I'm going to show you a way that you could potentially get your money back faster than just going, okay, I'm just going to take that loss. We're just going to go ahead and suck it up, and we're going to take that loss. And you really only can do this if you're playing online, right? So if you're playing Evolution or Pragmatic or another service that's like that where you've got multiple tables and you have the ability for multi-play, right? So there's really two factors to this. One's going to be money management. So I'm going to be using the Stern money management system, and let's just kind of walk through that real quick before we actually jump in and try to find any tables. So the Stern recovery is what I'm calling it. It's really just the Stern money management system, but I've got 9 steps here for a total of 26 units. So as long as you're like, okay, I can take whatever I've got left and I can divide that by 26, at least I've got a starting point to come back from, right? Even if you're like, okay, I'm not making big money, but allow it to get there, right? Allow it to grow, give it some time, and then see the success that you have, because this is actually a very highly successful recovery system, and you might end up going, you know what, that worked out so well, maybe I'm just gonna try playing this way. But in order to do that, you kind of have to be where I'm at. But don't let me get ahead of myself there. Let's get into the Stern recovery. So there's 9 steps, right? So the first 3 steps, it's 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, right? So after you win that first unit, then you're betting everything at your original unit plus the 1 unit you just won. So once you win that, then you're going to be three units positive. Unless it was a banker, right? We all know then you're going to have some commissions, and that's always going to be the case unless you're playing the commission-free table, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. You can also use this exact same recovery playing roulette. Works exactly the same. You just don't have a 5% VIG against you, right? So you've got couple different game choices as far as being able to implement this, but it's going to work out the exact same way. So what needs to happen is somewhere between these 9 steps, I need to have back-to-back wins, right? Because anytime I have a back-to-back win, then I'm going to win. Say I'm on the 4th step, I win this one, I win this one. Oh, now I've got three wins, three units, right? So in that case, I've recovered all of my losses, and I've got back 3 units. That's kind of the big thing about the Stern, is you always recover all of your losses, and then you lock in a profit. But you have to have a back-to-back win. So how are we going to hunt back-to-back wins? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So right now I'm playing on Evolution, and what I'm going to do is, in this case, I'm going to come down here to the multiplay on Evolution. Pragmatic has the same multiplay. I guess it depends on where you're playing. You could always just go back to your home page and just walk down, look at the screens. Or if you're playing on one of those crappy sites that only have a couple tables, and you can take advantage of this when you see this, but it's really not going to be as fun, unfortunately. So let's go to the multi-strategy, and you're going to see it's now going to open up over here on the side for me. And what I want to do is I want to look at the good roads. So on my good roads, what I'm looking for if I want to edit my patterns, right now I have turned on the 2 good roads that are the runs, and that's what I'm looking for. Usually the runs ain't a good thing. Looking for the runs, wait, that's different. This is different. We're looking for the runs in Baccarat or Roulette, right? So if you're seeing red or black, remember the energy is more likely to continue than to change. And that's physics. I mean, that's string theory. That's not something that anybody can argue. You can go, probability says that it's got to come back to black if it's gone red this many times. Yes, that's also a mathematical law. That's a law of large numbers, right? So don't confuse those two things. In quantum physics and string theory, we're looking at the energy in the moment. So we're trying to take advantage of the energy in the moment. So as we're taking advantage of that energy, let's get our money back, right? I don't have a problem getting my money back doing that. So I'm just turning on just these two good roads. You could also set custom roads if you wanted to do that. I'm going to go ahead and click exit there, and I'm going to be on the good roads. So from here, we can see that this one is on a very long road. I can switch my chips, and I could play right from here. So that one just went to the player, right? So it disappeared off my good roads board, and that'll certainly happen. But here you can see anything that is on a run. So this one was on a run, it went player, and then that stopped. So we could be able to play any of these tables that are currently on a run. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this camera. So when I click on the camera, it's now going to bring up this table here. And so I can see this table here if I wanted to go ahead and watch it there. Or I can click join, and then it'll be on my big screen. So let's see if this doesn't go back to the banker again. And 3-3 tie. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to join this table because now we want this energy to keep going. And I'm just going to do a $10 unit just for the example here. So we got a $10 unit, and that's what we're going for, right? So right now we're at step one, first bet, looking for this streak to continue. So we got 6-6 tie. No problem. See a tie, bet a tie. Love that. We're not doing that today. We're in recovery mode. We want to be able to get our money back. So in this case, if we hit these, it's I'd say it's $30, but it's not because we're on the banker side, and that's okay. I'm not gonna hate it on the banker for that. An 8 versus a 9. Boom. So that's 1. We're not in the money yet because now we're going to rinse and repeat and double up. So now we've got the armpits washed. Now we got to watch the feet. I guess I don't know. That's doubling up. Maybe wash the feet. Now I don't know, something around there. But now we need to win this bet because that will be a completion of this. Oh, that 8 got me all scared. Boom! Just like that, you can see we won back-to-back bets. We never left step 1, so we have a win of 3 units locked in. Start over again, right? This streak is continuing. There's no reason we need to run away from this because we're looking for a streak table. The energy is absolutely with this. At least it was up until that point. So now what I would be doing is I'm going to be going to my second step, which is also 1 unit, but I'm not doing it at this table, right? I'm going to go back out. I'm going to find another table, and we're going to keep doing that. And it's a beautiful thing about having the good roads is I can come right back over here to the good roads, and we're going to be able to jump on another table. Of course, I could even play those from right there, but don't play more than 1 table because what you don't want to do is this one's looking really good, and this one's looking really good. Yeah, pick one. You have to be able to focus on what's going on in the moment, right? Focus on the energy in the moment. Stay positive that you're going to win. Get your money back, and then go back and having fun with whatever you were playing, right? Man, Baccarat, Roulette, these are fun games. They can, at times, be trying, where they're like, we're just going to beat you down. So look at the energy that's happening in the moment and play that way. And use the stern recovery. So that way you're able to get your money back, get those units, and keep on trucking. Remember, take a little bit, take a lot. Just win some money from the casino and make sure that you're cashing that out every now and again. Because remember, what you have in the casino that you're buying should not be your bankroll. Your bankroll you are keeping somewhere else, either in your crypto wallet or in your bank account. It should not be sitting in the casino because if you go on tilt, and I have been known to go on tilt, that where did it all go, right? This way it stops that. So just have your buy-in in here. But if you get into trouble and you're like, okay, I've gotten into tilt, let's try something new. Give us a whip. Send me a note. Put a comment in there. If you want to know where I'll play, I absolutely tell you where I play. I just can't say it on here because it goes against YouTube's policy, and I'm not going to jeopardize losing my channel over that. just shoot me an email, MikeTheGamblingGuy@gmail.com. I'll shoot you an email back telling you where I play. There's no cost. It's not a big deal. I just can't put it in the chat. And for those of you that have been watching, you guys know this, and you're playing right along with me, which is fantastic. So I thought, this was a recovery that I actually had to do yesterday, and it had worked beautifully. I mean, beautifully. And I was like, I need to share that with my peeps. And here you go. So until next time, Mike the Gambling Guy, I'm out.